Hey gamers, Glider is back here in Oxygen Not Included's Rustic Dreamland. I just turned it on and noticed that we're now flooding here. The polluted ice up above has been melting, so we're adding a little mesh tile to help alleviate that. Of course, that drains down into this other area that's been getting too cold, so fun there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious. Yes, yes, yes. We are running out of polluted water. You ever think you'd hear me say that in this colony? I warned ya. Those first 400 cycles, I was like, hey guys, we gotta worry about water. It runs out. It runs out. And it runs out indeed. This polluted water is way too cold to use for those purposes. Huh. Confusion here again. So that goes up to be cleaned, and this comes through. Okay, that seems fine. Wonder why it's confused. It doesn't really matter. It's all backed up anyway. Well. Life will go on. We're actually collecting a pretty good amount of polluted water over here. This is nice and hot, too, so we could tap into this finally and send this over. Okay, still being considered flooded. So let's try mopping right here. $200, okay, yeah, there's more than, because it seems that about 120 is kind of the limit I've noticed. Yeah, 200, 300, yep, so there's a bit too much. Okay, so it's not flooded anymore. More will melt, we'll see what happens. I wanted a little bit there to help with the temperature, but at the moment, temperature is just fine. I'm gonna watch where they go. Down, down, down. I think I built it all properly that they can go up as well. Just don't seem to be doing it. Yeah, that was a very long way to go, where they coulda, shoulda, woulda just been able to hop in and go. Let's grab one and say, move. You can't really tell them to move inside of this stuff. Huh. Well, if that's the case, and they're going to walk all that way, I guess we'll replace it with plastic ladder. Output pipe full. Yeah, we didn't really give it a lot of space to empty into. But it's fine. It's a backup system just to help us push out steel faster. Not, you know, it's not the main one that needs to be functioning with peak efficiency. Okay, so we were working on this over here. Unreachable dig. I disagree. Well, I guess maybe it is, because this one right here needs to be dug out. I think they could stand here and reach the tile over, but maybe not. This digger will be able to dig out all the rest of this. Then we'll close this back up. We are also... Okay, yeah, they're checking line now. We're also going to make steam right around here. So, if we're going to make steam... What do we want that to look like? Probably just dig it out with this thing again. Just so handy, you know? Start with it right there. Now that looks like a gas giant. Gas giant, a massive volume of hydrogen formed around a small solid center. We can collect natural gas and hydrogen here. A couple questionable things. Oh, look at that. You can get tier 4 and 5, both above 15% chance. So that's pretty cool. Sweet. Only 3 bodies left. Alright. We're done with this stuff. I'm going to bring in an entrance from over here to the steam room so that we can more easily deliver the superheated regolith. So we've got some regolith at 180. We've got some regolith at near 200. So I think we'll be okay. Whatever. Just thinking about what's going on with that draining stuff. Sorry. I'm in my head a little bit. Need to think about talking to you guys so you know what's going on. What else do we have happening here? Our iron stores are holding out okay. Our raw ore situation, we're pretty past when we need copper, so 100 tons of iron, 70 tons of gold. That's great. Take some free vitamin chews. And we're going to sweep up all that stuff we dropped last time. We dropped a bunch of mafic rock and things. They just haven't cleaned it up yet. So we've got all that stuff assigned. It's full up again. I didn't really check to see if it's still being built out of mafic rock. Okay, yep. How did that happen? How on earth did that happen? Alright, she survived. Oh, they got that built, so we can put another layer on. So this will be the steam room. We're definitely going to insulate it. I think I'll even do a double layer of insulation. I'm not going to do any insulation up here because when the rocket takes off, if we leave metal tile there, it'll be another source of heat for this area. We will go ahead and insulate that in later as well. We don't need that fellow anymore. We're not going to use this wire either. Well, we're probably going to end up using this wire for something else, but not this wire. Maybe we will. I don't know. We'll just... Oh, juice. That's not what I meant to do. Ah, we didn't finish building it. I'm like, I wonder why that's not done yet. Why nothing's coming out? Okay. Alright, so this is a very big room. Probably not gonna have it be this big, to be honest. That being said, we could, you know, like, cancel all this here. Didn't really think about how big I wanted the room. I was just, well, I've already got this spot here built, so. But I don't think that's really an appropriate place. So, a steam room is going to need a gas pump. To pump out the steam. It's absolutely certain something we're going to need. We're going to build it out of steel because it's going to be very hot. So we'll put that just like right here. A steam room is going to need water. Dripping slowly to create the steam. I don't want to use that super cold water. It's the easiest water we have access to, however. Goodness, that's not working great. That happened a while ago, yeah. All in all, that room is a much more quality temperature. Water's coming out at 27. In fact, we could probably go back in there and replant one of these. Radiator system's working beautifully. Cool, but not too cold. See how that works. Oof, glitchy. It's not your computer. Just all the stuff going on in this game. But 30 degrees Celsius water coming in way better than what it could be. Oh, that broke again. Well, they all broke. Shoot. There's our shovels. So what do shovels do? I've never actually tried to capture one since they introduced them to the game. They eat regolith, dirt, and iron ore. They excrete regolith, dirt, and iron ore. Huh. What's the point then? I guess if they eat regolith and produce all three, then you're getting more than you're putting out, unless it's like a one-to-one. Like you feed them dirt and you get 50% of it back. I don't know. This feller's taking overheat damage, yeah. I think about replacing them with steel, but we're basically done with them. Like, once we finish the last 2.5 things we're researching, then we don't need this setup anymore. Okay, so we're trying to figure out, we need to source water. Where are we sourcing this water from? And I think I'll just steal it from right here. And we're going to go ahead and put a liquid valve so we can control how much is going, how fast. At some point we may have to deliver more food to these poor fishes. Well, none of them are tame, so they probably don't actually have to eat. So whatever. We'll just let that go. Okay, we're just going to go with 1,000 grams a second. The less we send per second, the faster it will, faster it'll boil. Okay, so we've got the water. We're going to go ahead and cancel that pipe there so it doesn't actually get there. Okay, we're actually delivering the petroleum now at a fairly good clip. 10 kilograms per second. Okay, so going to need to store the mafic rock in here. Or not the mafic rock, but the superheated regolith. So this is where we're actually going to have our floor. Okay, nice little tight room here. So, then we want it to be a nice consistent temperature. So we want temp shift plates. We're not going to build them out of ice this time, though. Thermally reactive. Little energy to raise in temperature and therefore heat and cool quickly. Okay, so we'll just build these out of mafic rock. We're not going to be able to reach the topmost section. So we'll need a little bit of scaffolding. Go ahead and cancel that for now. Okay. How's the oil situation down here looking? Pretty darn good. Right now we're not even getting any of that water. Eventually when we do, that water gets filtered and then dropped up here. Just in case. This is probably going to get filled up fairly soon, so better do something so we don't flood lower areas. Natural gas is not building up quite as fast as it used to. But that's fine. All those are unhappy because of irrigation. That's fine. We have quite the store of food. I'm not too worried about running out. Alright, they finished that one. Only 2 left. This one was a volcanic planet. A large terrestrial object composed mainly of molten rock. We're going to find magma, igneous rock, obsidian, and abyssite there. A couple mysteries. 3, 4, and 5, with the 4 being the second highest ratio, so we've seen that a few times. So we are going to need a gas filter because we've got a lot of polluted oxygen and stuff in there. So, no, we're going to put it right inside there, which means we can't do that. Okay, if we're putting it inside there, it's going to be very hot. Probably much hotter than 125, so we're going to build it out of steel. So we'll put it right here. And we're going to run... Oh, it goes just right up there. Okay, that'll work. The out vent, I'm gonna run straight up here. And eventually we will break this abyssalite. We'll just vent it into the atmosphere, into the vacuum. So this is going to be filtration medium, regolith. So that'll start transferring all the regolith from other areas over here. Over here in these, we'll just turn off regolith. We can choose abyssalite though, so miscellaneous abyssalite. Then any abyssalite that's up and around here can get dumped out. Okay, got this one built. So we can put another one. So, basically I've just, through trial and error, there's also a website, when Rocketry came out that they opened up to, like, so you can put in what modules you put on here and then how far you can get. But I just know that, like, 5 or 6 of these, one steam thruster and a captain's thing is an acceptable amount of thrust to get to the first 2 tiers, or at least the first tier. And this having multiple of these just bring back way more research so that the whole process goes faster. So you could definitely just build a really short rocket. We could put the captain's module right there and just call it a day, but I don't want to. I want a bigger one. Okay, so right now the regolith we have is at an average temperature of 93 degrees Celsius. Not nearly hot enough. So hopefully they find some of that like 180 degree regolith to bring by. That's where our real jam's going to be. Something's happening. Okay, I think he was building something, it just wasn't showing the animation. It's kind of weird. Alright, they already have this whole thing built up. Oh, we have polluted water, though. Oh, because I patched it into the outlet. Oopsie. So what I need to do is come up here with a bridge. Like so. That will do what I want. I'm sure polluted water won't be a problem. It boils too. Oh, it's showing me the liquid pipe properties. I'm like, I want to see the water properties. Polluted water. Okay, finally. Vaporization at 119.4. As opposed to vaporization at 99. So it has to be a little hotter. So that's fine. Our goal is to be getting this room above like 140. So I'm going to put a manual airlock in here. And I'm going to actually insulate over it so that we don't lose that heat. And then if we ever do need to get in, I'll break these 2 tiles and then they can go in. So already we're raising the heat. We're using mafic rock on these guys, which is just a hot material that we've obtained from space. And then let's see what some of this regolith is starting to look like. 118, 92, 118. Empty, and 108. None of it. Oh, this regolith isn't hot enough. What the heck? Regolith over here is at 180 degrees. What gives, guys? Why are you bringing me all the cold regolith? I want the hot stuff. So over here, there's a bunch of stuff on this. A bunch of stuff we're not really using, though. Why aren't we using the telescope? because we've currently detected a problem. Okay, so the 2 robo-miners aren't going to be used right now. The scanner's being used, the mini gas pump's being used, the oxygen diffuser is being used, mechanized airlock is being used, sometimes, not all the time. Transit tube liquid pump. What liquid pump? Oh, that one. But yeah, we're definitely not using it. Okay. So while it seems pretty taxed out, most of the stuff isn't actually being used. So go ahead and patch that in. Just going to open up more vacuum so that stuff we pump out will dissipate pretty quick. And look at all this regolith. This is the regolith we need, guys. Whatever regolith they've been bringing me. It's nonsense regolith. Back up to 100%. Super. Okay, all the temp shift plates are built. So we've already got things up to 40 degrees. We're going to set this for steam. And if you are doing steam yourself, you'll find that steam that sits in the pipes will condense and break in the pipes. So one way to prevent steam from condensing is definitely insulate the pipes so the heat exchange is minimized, and then run your insulated pipes through insulated tiles. If at all possible, do what I've done. Build your steam room directly near your rocket so that the distance you travel is minimal. But if that's not possible and you have to transport it, definitely insulated pipes inside of insulated tiles. It's the way to go. It's overheating again. We're so close. We're going to do the trick of break it and build it again. All right, stations, telescope. Get her built. So we're just going to deconstruct these ladders here. I don't think we'll need those anymore. Okay, they got dug up all the way here. Free omelets. Never say no to that. Right, they got everything broken down, so then now we can grab our steel pump. It's a little too high. I'm gonna drop that down 1. Because this room is 5 tiles tall, and they can only easily reach 4 tiles in height. You also want some automation here, because we don't want this stuff to just run forever. So we're going to do pressure automation and sensor automation. We'll do an AND gate when both are active at the same time. Yep, that sounds good. So we'll go into this, and into that guy. Because if we pump this out into a vacuum, then there won't be heat exchange from the water in the regolith, and it won't vaporize. So we don't want this to be a vacuum. We also don't really want to pump unless there's steam. So steam and pressure. Enough steam. And okay. Rocketry. I think this is our last one, number 5. Regolith at 100, regolith at 100. So I don't know what I should have done. Maybe I shouldn't have brought it down lower. Maybe I should have kept the regolith up higher. But somehow the regolith seems to have cooled down. So I'm going to build a couple more storage bins to try to get enough regolith here. Okay, so we want it to be active if above 600. So that's 1 active signal. And we want it to be active if it's in steam. That's 1 inactive. Because they're not both active, the AND gate is shutting off the pump. We're going to have a lot of stuff to dig out here. And it's overheating. Goodness gracious. Me oh my. Oh, this regolith is ridiculously spicy. Okay, new plan. We're going to set priority down here to 2. We're going to get rid of all this stuff. We're going to tell these guys they can have regolith again. We're going to have them take all this regolith away back here. We're going to build a door. And then we're going to tell them they can't enter or exit, so that when we tell it to fill with regolith, it's going to choose all of this super hot regolith. And deconstruct it again. So we got objects incoming. The petroleum is filling up nicely. Eventually, when we get petroleum engines, we'll just have a nice quick little pump to get it in there. So they're storing all the regolith that's already there first. The iron's pretty spicy. 300-degree iron? Yes. Okay, meteorite storm is over. We're going to go ahead and plan the telescope. Whoop, not like that though. Can't go a video with me without some derpiness. Okay, so let's set this stuff up to 9. I don't know if they can actually, like, stand on this or not. So we might need to bring some stuff from over here, too. Dig that stuff out. Okay, set that to a really high priority. Make sure... Okay, yep, it wants to analyze something. Alright, they're very nearly finished with this one. How about that? How did that gas pipe break, do you suppose? Oh, we've already pondered over that one. Because it was pumping steam. This is the one I was wondering about. Just can't win with this stuff, can we? Okay, got our telescope to its final mission. The ice giant, a massive volume of frozen material, primarily composed of ice. Ice, carbon dioxide, oxygen, methane, questionable stuff. Only tier 4 and tier 5 stuff here at pretty reasonable rates. So just kind of like the gas giant, 30-20, 30-20. One little tile, and it's entombed. So they can't reach inside of this yet. So let's go ahead and cancel this. Nobody's in there researching. Come on, researchers. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to just tell this stuff not to store anything at all. And then sweep this stuff up. So we're gonna build one right there and then one right here, so we have to go up a little bit higher to start building our bunker doors. So, oh, what happened? So we can put like the bunker doors right here. Here, ran out of steel. We'll recover a bunch of the steel up here. Come on, why is nobody researching? Priorities? Research? Stinky. I want you to do nothing but research. Right, Stinky. Yeah, good man. Good dupe. Okay, so it looks like we're just gonna need 2 bunker tiles to kind of level that around. And then it would be bunker tiles down this way too. So this is kind of what the top will look like. Stinky needs to research faster. He's probably got like the lowest science of all of our science people. Research. Stinky. 11. Yep, that's like the lowest one. Okay, we should really have somebody else in there. Yeah. Ada. What's your skill look like? Like, why is it going so slow? Ada's learning skill is quite low, too. Only a 9. Who's our good researcher? Harold has 15. Jean has... So Harold or Jean are who we really want in there. Is that Ada or who's in there? Yep, still Ada. Ada has low morale. Interesting. Oh, No, we're fine. For some reason I thought people from this side of the base could get in. But I don't think they can. Things are hot in there, for sure. Who hopped in there now? Okay, now we got Harold. Harold's a pro, man. Let's see what his skill and research actually does. Maybe it was pointless. Oh, where'd it go? It moved. So he has a plus 720% research speed, if this counts as that. Oh, he's also a night owl, so doing this in the middle of the night gets him a boost. That's cool. Yeah, I think he's the one we want in there. He's a good kid. Okay. Got all that stuff done. So now, if we had enough steel, we could actually do something. So we'll build our final research module. Didn't quite finish it. Somebody come back. Finish it up. We're so close. No, it's closed up for the storm. command capsule. There we go. We do need a gantry, which takes 200 kilograms of steel, so we're a little shy on that at the moment. Lots of good regolith buildup here. Alright, so the gantry, we're going to flop like this. It can go right there, would be fine. Gantry takes an insane amount of power. The gantry itself just takes 1.2 kilowatts of energy, just for a little bridge. It's kind of nuts, but, you know, what can you do? Come on, somebody get up here. Finish our research, guys. Girls, and whomever will help me. She's so close, guys. I'm so excited. The rocket's all done. So we need to deliver an Atmos suit up here, even though whomever enters will have an Atmos suit on them. Choose a destination and an astronaut and fill it up with steam, and we are ready. Alright, telescope idle. Bless me. So excited I had to sneeze. So it's a second ice giant. Tier 4 and Tier 5 only, just like the gas giant and the other ice giant. Same potential resources, but a bonus question mark one. And the percentages hop around a little bit, making it much more likely to get carbon dioxide than anything else. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct a bunch of this stuff now. Basically, I'm just going to pare it down to just this little guy, and this little guy is going to run the ones over here now. Well, I suppose we could do two. We're gonna deconstruct this, and we're just gonna rebuild it out of gold somewhere else. So we could just put it right here, built out of gold. Anyhow, we kind of ran this one a little long so we could finish the star map. So thanks for joining us on Oxygen Not Included on Glider Gaming. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll have a good chat. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.